shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. This man, he's not human.
Universal Pictures presents Halloween 2, More of the Night He Came Home.
Who is it?
There was nothing within him, neither conscience nor reason, that wasn't even remotely human.
This is some kind of a joke. I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is.
Janet, go tell Mr. Garrett we're having trouble with the phones.
There is no place to hide. He will always find you.
What's this? It's a Celtic word. It means the Lord of the Dead.
Mr. Garrett?
Halloween 2, More of the Night He Came Home.
Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the HalloScream review series. Now, I've been under the weather a little bit, so if this may not be like my best work, but I'm definitely gonna try to give you guys my best. But yeah, today, since it's part 2, we are all collectively today reviewing Halloween 2 from 1981. This stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasant. This movie leaves exactly where the last one takes place. You've got, them still at the house. Michael is after Lori, and it's just and literally it's like seconds later, because they recite the same lines like, "It was the boogeyman. As a matter of fact, it was," and all that stuff, and it's like shows him shoot him again, and it's doing everything again as sort of almost like a recap in a way. Now, John Carpenter didn't direct this one. The guy who directed this was Rick Rosenthal, and he did a good job, kind of, because no one can actually like compete with Carpenter. No one's going to capture the magic of what Carpenter was able to do. So, I think that's why Carpenter, I think he even said he didn't want to direct this movie because he didn't want his original movie to have any sequels. And I honestly think it's best that it didn't have any sequels. And now he did still write this film, but he did not direct it. It was Rick Rosenthal, and that's just something already nerve-wracking to step in to direct for someone like as big as John Carpenter. That's just something that's like, I can't imagine what went through his, what was going through his mind when that was happening. So, but yeah, he did a decent job. And this movie, to me, isn't bad. Now, I know that this movie, it gets like, it's overall, I think it has a fan base. Although I was surprised. I was like, the Rotten Tomatoes score is like super low. I forget what it was, so I'm gonna like pull it up now. But like, I was so surprised at how low it was. Because like, it's not that bad. Like, come on, guys. And I mean, you can see the audiences liked it more than critics, but like, man. But it definitely has its problems though. It definitely is, like, it's for a sequel to a masterpiece. It does its best to me. And so I mean, okay, let's get into this review. So the film starts out, you get Mr. Sandman, and these are sort of my cons. I'm going to talk about my cons and then I'll get into my positives. You get the Mr. Sandman theme playing, and I love that song. Don't get me wrong. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Do, 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 do. I love that song. However, it completely takes me out every single time for this movie. The reason why is because this is a, like, Halloween movie, like a Michael Myers thing. Would a joyous, like, happy song like that be in a movie like this? I don't think so. So that's weird, especially considering that it's like the song that leads into where the film left off at. I find that so weird to me. So yeah, that's sort of an issue I had. And then another issue I had with this was actually the actor who plays Michael Myers. His name is Dick Warlock. Dick. I'm sorry, I'm a child. Anyways, his Michael is just too slow, Like, I get Michael Myers is supposed to be a slow character. He walks after everyone and all that. Like, I get that. But he's too slow, He's like slower than Frankenstein. I'm like, okay, this guy is like, I don't know. I don't like him as Michael Myers personally. He's maybe one of my least favorites. And that would be a fun idea too, is to do a ranking of every Michael Myers in this franchise by the end of this thing, and he would definitely be near the bottom. There's something about him. Like, that is part of it. Also, the way he moved, like his other movements and everything, and I don't know. Like, I respect that he was making it his own thing. It wasn't copying Nick Castle. I do respect that, but I feel like he took it a little too far, So that's just my issue there. As far as other issues are concerned, I mean, some of the, like, some of the acting this time around, although, okay, this is more of a positive just because I love it so much, but like, how ridiculous it is, but this is like the start of when Donald Pleasance starts to become like that hammy kind of wacky performance that's like, and and that whole thing, like with with this, whenever he's like, I shot him 6 times, 6 times, and he's like, he's like hamming it up and overdoing it, and you know what? I mean, a lot of people will have that as a negative, but now that I think of it, I might have that as a positive, just because, like, yeah, it's unfortunate that, like, he kind of changed the character. I don't know, like, I thought he should have at least stayed the kind of restrained Dr. Loomis, but now it's like he just kind of became a wacky, over-the-top Dr. Loomis, which, I mean, he did well. I have a friend who said that while it's not his favorite performance in horror, Donald Pleasance is his favorite, that it's not his favorite, that it is his favorite performance in horror. I had a friend who said that one time, just because of how wacky it is. Like, this throughout this whole franchise, Donald Pleasance is his favorite performance in horror. And yeah, I mean, I can definitely respect that, because I think that he did good. As far as the acting is concerned too, I actually think Jamie Lee Curtis was much better here than she was in the first one. She actually really was gave, like, I think, a little bit more depth to the Laurie Strode character here. And we're gonna get soon into the other thing I don't like, but I just wanted to run these by, because that's going to be a huge thing I'm going to talk about, and I think you all know what it's going to be, but it involves her. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite Laurie Strode performances. I like the hospital setting here. I think that's really cool. You didn't really see that much in slashers, if at all, around this time. Let me know. Like, was there, like, let me know in the comments. Like, was there a hospital-themed slasher movie that came out during the 80s, 70s, what have you, Let me know, because I'd be very curious to hear. But Halloween 2 might be the first. I don't know. But I really like that setting, and like how uncontrollable and everything Michael Myers is, and in the hospital, and yeah, it's just really cool, and it makes for some great kills. Like the kill when he's like lifting her up like this one-handed. I'll say that is like, that's fucking cool, man. Just because it's like, just because that's just showing the strength of Michael Myers when he's lifting the nurse up, and the strength of the shape, that's like, because that's his thing, is he's Michael Myers, but he's also the shape, and this is like showing that he is like of another thing entirely. Like, he's the shape, because it's like no other human could stab a knife into someone, lift up a knife by one hand, and like carry the person this high or whatever as they die. I was like, that's really cool. And that dude, like, man, can you give me your secret? Because I've been trying to lift weights here, and it's just like, it's not working out for me. So give me your secret, man, because like, I really want to be able to stab someone in the back and with a knife and lift them up one-handed and do it like it's nothing. That's my goal. That's my workout goal by the end of the year. So so the, like, and it also, the kill in the hot tub where you see some boobies, that was really nice. Something the first film had, but it wasn't as visible as this one. And they were a nice set, let me just tell you. I know this is, you guys know this is kind of a not safe for work channel. I'm sorry if I'm throwing some of you guys off here right now, but but yeah, whenever he like puts the girl's face in the hot tub and he's like, like burning her face off, that was so cool. It almost reminds me a little bit, but this film came way later, of of Jason X with like the ice like machine thing that he stuck her face in. I thought, and then he like broke her face off. I kind of saw it's like the two resemblances there, which is funny because it's like one's hot, one's cold. It's like the two opposites, but I don't know. I saw that in my head. Sorry. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. And guys, that would be fun. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite? The kill of Michael Myers where he's burning the girl's face off, or the kill from Jason where he breaks that girl's face off? I'd be curious. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's just really, really cool. And talking about kills, let's sort of get a little bit into the ending now, I guess you'd say. Because someone does die in the ending, which is Dr. Loomis. He ends up blowing himself up with Michael Myers after he stabs Michael, and he like blows himself up in the hospital. And I thought that was a really effective way for him to go out while Laurie Strode's crawling out of the hospital. I thought that was a really effective way for him to go out. And then you see Michael, as he's burning alive, walking out, you know, and then just like dies right there. Obviously, as you all know, I would have wanted the first one to be the ending. But if you're ending the Michael Myers character and the Dr. Loomis character and all that, I feel like this is a good, especially because they didn't really because the next one, as we know, they were trying to set up an anthology thing. This was going to be the end, and then it was going to be an anthology, and then no one liked that, so they had to do their own thing, and that's where the franchise started getting kind of more wacky, even though I love Halloween 4. But yeah, when he gets blown up and dead, I was like, wow, that's a really effective death. And then, I don't know, just them bringing him back and all that, it just doesn't sit right with me. Even though, like I said, I love Halloween 4. I just think that this would have been a good way for everyone to kind of go out. And I will say, the atmosphere of, the ending, third act, fight scene, but also, the atmosphere overall in this movie is still really good. It really captures, the essence of the original, but going back to the ending a bit, so as we know, there's that twist of Michael is Laurie Strode's brother, and that's the reason why he's after her. And this is dumb. The reason why this one is so dumb to me... Oh, my hair, I'm sorry. Alright, the reason this one's so dumb to me is because what makes Michael so scary in the first one is that it could happen to anybody. You know, it's just there is no motive. And then whenever you explain it in this film, it's okay, well, you know, it's why would you explain me the motive? It's really dumb. Yeah, I just, why? Why? Why?
You hear that, Stu? I think she wants a motive. I don't really believe in motive, Sid. I mean, did Norman Bates have a motive?
No.
Did they ever really decide why Hannibal Lecter liked to eat people? Don't think so. See, it's a lot scarier when there's no motive, Sid.
Exactly. Thank you, Billy. A killer is most effective when he does not have a motive. I agree. Because then it's like, if you know the reason why someone's killing someone, then it's just sort of like, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay, well, that couldn't really happen to me. But it's just like, or it's like, oh, well, okay, now we know why. So I guess, she'll get their revenge or yada yada. With like a no motive killer, it makes them scarier because it's just like, this person just loves to kill. That's what they do. They literally just love to kill people. And to me, that is utterly more terrifying. So yeah, I wish they didn't really explain a motive this time around, but I guess it'll be, I guess, I'm just going to have to live with that. But yeah, guys, that'll be it for my Halloween 2 review. Overall, still a good time. I still enjoy it. I just have those issues with it. I think that it definitely has, I can still rewatch this one every time and get a kick out of it. And it is not deserve the Rotten Tomatoes score it got, guys. And if you guys have not seen Halloween 2, be sure to check out Halloween 2 now. And hopefully this review makes you want to check it out, because it's really not a bad film. It's pretty decent. And I think that you'll find it decent too if you go and check it out. So yeah, that'll be it, guys. Make sure you go check out everyone else's reviews. They have done so good. I've been watching them all day. I'm not going to run through all their names again. I did that on the last stream, so if you guys want to know their names, you're going to see it in the last stream. But all the links to every single one of their reviews will be in the description box below. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Thank you all very, very much for watching, making this HalloScream review series a hit. I love doing this for you all. And yeah, that'll be it. And can't wait for next week, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Stay spooky, my friends.